Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Sam, your favorite loan broker. Guys, today's video is about why you should buy a home now versus waiting later, right? I'm going to do some mortgage math to compare some variables on why you should buy now versus waiting later, right? We're going to do a 3-year span, right guys? Now, I have another video breaking down on the pros and cons of waiting, right? But I see it on the internet and I want to do a part 2 to this, right guys? So let's just jump into it in some mortgage math. All right, guys, let's go on our favorite search engine. As you already know, I like to use Mortgage Loan Calculator. There's different options. I use this one. Now let's do a comparable for a home that's 400,000, right, guys? Now, as you know on my channel, I want everyone to put down, if you don't have it, 3.5%. Now, today's interest rate is anywhere from 605, 610, 615, depending on your credit score or where you're at, right? So let's go. It's going to be a 30-year loan. Property tax. I try to educate you guys. I want you, for whatever zip code you plan on buying a home, look for a home in that area and look at those home property tax. And that's how you can use this calculator in order to get a better monthly payment of how much it's going to be, right? So I'll just do a generic one. 6,000 for the year. Homeowner insurance, it did go up depending where you're at. We'll do 2,000 for that. Now, for this tutorial, I'm using an FHA, which, you know, is a good entry-level mortgage where everyone can get approved. That's $1,200. That's $100 a month. HOA, like I said, guys, look for your local area to see where you're going to be getting a home. Look to see if there's an HOA. Just to simplify it, I'll leave that at 0. There's no other variables I know, so I'll leave that at 0 as well. And let's calculate that. That gives you, let me move this down, wait, right here. Now, yes, so it shows you on the gray, guys, total out of pocket, round off, that gives you $3,100, right? And where it says mortgage payment, that's round off, let's see, $2,400, right? So now this valuation that I'm showing you is if you buy a home right now at 6% interest rate, right? So your total out of pocket with the different variables I entered in, the property tax, homeowner insurance, it will go for $3,100. Now you're saying, Sam, that's high. I hear all over the internet, 6% is high. We don't have it. Why buy a home now? Let's wait, right? Now, let me show you a quick little comparison. Don't forget, I'm here to educate you guys. Home value still at 400,000. I want you to put as least as you can, 3.5, and that's not given. You have to qualify for that, guys. And I want you to go on my private platform to where, you know, you get more information than I can give on this platform. Let's change the 6%, guys, to 4%, right? Because now if you hear the news say 4%, hey, mortgage rates is great, you should buy now, right? Let's do a comparison. Same home price, same down payment, interest rate change. Taxes stay the same, homeowner insurance stay the same. Let's do a calculation. What does that give us? It gives us a grand total of, let's round that off, $2,700, right? So now, the other one I showed you, it was 31, right? So guys, you're looking at today's interest rate, which is 4.16%, right? And look over here. I mean, today's interest rate is 6.16. And if interest rate were supposed to go down, we're going to do a 3-year comparison. Let's just say in 3 years, interest rate go down, or maybe 1 year. I don't know, right? I can't predict it, right? So today's interest rate is 6.16. But now you're saying, well, I'm going to wait till interest rates go down, right? So I took down 2 points. So now that's 4.16%, right? So now the difference of that, guys, now you know me, let's go to the calculator, move myself over. So now 3,100 subtract 2,700. That gives you a grand total of $400, guys. So now there's a couple ways to look at it. You're waiting to buy a home to save $400 a month, right? Now, you might say, Sam, that's $400 less that I have to give to the bank, $400 that I don't have in order to get approved. And I'm going to do a small comparison. Imagine you're trying to buy some shoes. The shoes go for $150, but then you say, I'm going to wait 2 years till they're 125. In comparison, in mortgage math, that's what you're doing, right? Now, let me show you something else. Move myself over. Now, remember I told you, right? Let me see, what do I want to do? Oh, here's why you shouldn't wait, right, guys? Let's do it for 400,000. 1, 2, 3. Guys, you buy a home for 400,000. There's 3 different things that happen in the housing market, right? If you're in a neutral housing market or in a great area, guys, what you hear on the news is not for everyone. It's not every area. It's not everywhere that you hear one house like Florida. Florida and I believe Texas is going through some residential headaches right now. Because of the weather, Florida and the insurance, they want you to pay double or triple homeowners insurance. So now Florida is not the best place. Now, at the same time, I have family in Florida. That's not everywhere, guys. That's not everywhere in Florida. It's not the 100% Florida that you hear that. But now, mortgage math. A house for 400,000. I told you, if you go on the different if you check for homes. And I use Zillow. I like using Zillow because it gives more information, more tools, more variables, right? I told you, depending where you're at, and on my private platform, I can show you how to look for this because this is what investors use, guys. So now a home that's 400,000, if it goes up 4% a year, that's $16,000. So guys, let's do a 3-year comparison. 16 times 3, that gives you $48,000. Then there's another variable that I broke down on my channel in home selling, right? Let's just say you own a home right now and your home is 400,000. I don't want to say by right. You can sell your house for whatever price you want and see if it hits, right? And see if someone will buy, right? But the sweet spot is listing your house 5 to 10% over the value of it. So now a home that's for 400,000 times 5%, that's 20,000. You can sell your house. The 10,000 one is easy. You double that, that's 40,000, right, guys? So now, what other variable I wanted to break down? Yes, let's do a 3-year comparison. Let's just say you waited 3 years, right? Now, here's something. Don't be naive, and I don't want to confuse you. If a home is going for 400,000 right now, right? And you say, hey, I'm going to wait. Now, with the Sam's way that I'm trying to educate you guys, and with actual numbers and data and mortgage math, in 3 years, that home that you're saying you're going to wait, it's not going to be 400,000. So now let's do a comparison. I don't think, do I want to? I don't want to. You know what? I'm going to put this in. If we're going to use the 5% variable, right? Look, times 5%, that's 20,000. If someone is waiting to buy a home, and let's just say interest rate go down 4%, 2 points, I showed you it, right? If your home, no, this is for selling. If 3 people sell their home within 3 years, right? That's 1 person in the area. Now you would hear comps, which is short for comparable sales in the area. If 1 person sells if there's 3 people that each of their house is 400,000, but they sell their house, right? That's 1 person sell their house 5% over the value. That's 20,000. Now 3 people sell it with every year. So 1 person sells their house. So now that gives you time 3. I'm trying to educate you guys, right? That mean that person that owns a home, their value now is 460,000. Home prices do not stay the same, guys. So I'm doing a 3-year comparison. If you want to listen to the internet without mortgage math information, that home will go up it'll go up 60,000, which gives you now a new total of 460. But now that's when you sell a home, guys. I'm trying to educate you guys. This is what investors looking for. Fix and flip, people that's in the real estate game, right? Now, don't forget, this is one variable of it. It's where when you sell a home, you have the option to sell it 5 or 10% over the market value price. Now that's where you get people saying, "Oh, I want this house." They bid 10,000, 20,000 over, right? That's one variable. The other variable that I want you to understand, if let's just say in 3 years no one sells their house in that area, right? What will happen? Yes and no, by default, a house will go up 4% a year. Now, some of you might say, I know you're probably looking at the screen and saying, Sam, no way, right? Think about it. If you speak to any homeowner and they'll tell you, hey, my property tax went up. It went up for a couple of different reasons. Just by doing nothing, and the economy, the local economy in that area, it goes up, guys. It's something that you cannot fight, right? So now, without selling a home, that's the comp part of it, right? So now, no homes get sold in 3 years. So now, your home just goes up 4% a year. That gives you 16,000 times 3. On the home value part, that's 48. Now, if one person sold their house a year with the 10%, with the 5 or 10% rule, and let's add on to 60,000, that is 108,000, guys. Well, Sam, what are you saying? What I'm trying to say is you waited 3 years. Now, a home that's 400,000 in 3 years actually went up 108,000. That means you would be buying a house in 3 years from now for 508, guys, because the home price doesn't stay the same. So now let's do a little comparison now. Let's go to, we was here, ready? Now, that home now went up. Now, I'm going to simplify it. I'm going to take out the home comp selling in the area and just say it goes up to 4%, right? And let me see, what else did I want to break down? Oh, I wanted to break down something. Let me see, do I have it here? Let's do, which one is this? 20, let me see, 400,000, 3.5, etc. Oh, this one, no, let's go back to the 6%. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, home price. Interest rate of 6%. Home 400,000. Let's do the calculation on that. Right, we were looking at this one. Look at total out of pocket. That's what your mortgage payment, your property tax, homeowners insurance, right? And you would hear people talk about this on the internet, right? Oh, my mortgage went up. My mortgage went up. When you hear 30 years fixed rate, that's for the loan. But now the bank cannot control your insurance, and then they cannot control when the county raises your home value, which that goes up. That's the portion you pay for sewage, for fire department, for hospitals, for schools, for different things, right? So now let's do it. Look, where it says mortgage payment in the gray, right? We're going to round that off to 24, right, guys? Go to the calculator, move you over, clear. Now, 24, right? If you check on the internet, and depending what loan product you have, because a VA it's different, a conventional it's different, interest only is different. Now, there's something that happens on your your payment for your loan, right? That is calculated. Out of 2,400, it's 30%, which is going to your principal. Your principal is meaning this is how much is going to pay down the house. Why? Because the taxes isn't paying down the house. The insurance isn't paying down the house. What is paying down the house? The 24 that you see, there's a percentage that's going to the bank, which is 70%. On the 24, 70% is going to the bank's pocket and 30% is going to your pocket. In two ways you can look at it. It's either going to your pocket or pay down the debt that you use to buy the house, right? We're going to do a comparable of 3 years. So that means every month, 720 is going to your pocket or to pay down the debt of the home value that you bought, right? So we're doing 3 years times 36. That gives you round off of 26,000, guys, right? So now we're going to do 26,000. Hold that number in your head, 26,000 plus 400,000 times 4% times 3. That gives you 48. 48 plus 26,000. That gives you 74. What? Let me move this down. That gives you 74,000, right? Guys, let's go to here. Let's just say you wait to buy a home, right? Like you're hearing everyone say because of the interest rate, right? Guys, let's add on, how much was that I said to do? Oops, I deleted. I remember, I have my notes here, guys. So let's do it for, so now if you wait 3 years, that home that if you'd have bought today was 400,000, it will be 488,000. And now let me show you something. And like I said, you want to wait. Let's do it 4%, just to be fair. Taxes, you can play around with that. Homeowners insurance, PMI. Let's calculate that. Now, you guys are waiting. You want to wait. Your payment now will be $3,000 a month, total out of pocket. Remember the other variable. Let me get it for you. I want you to compare. Where is it? I have it here saved. So guys, look at it right here. I have the two here. The one on the left is the 6%. The one on the right is the 4%. And that's for the same day, meaning if someone was doing a comparison for the same day. The difference of it, if you look at it, the one on the left, round off 3,100. The one on the right is 2,700, right? But now there's something that I didn't factor in on this calculation. If you're waiting 3 years, the home value will go up 4%. And the monthly payments that you're making, a small percentage of it goes back to your pockets. So now, when we go on this calculator, this is what you're waiting for, guys. If you buy a home in 3 years and the interest rate, as you can see, goes to 4%. I just showed you if you buy a house today, it's going to be 3,100,000. But now you waited 3 years. Look at it. You're only paying 3,000. But what's so funny is it's the interest rate is less. If you bought today at 6%, it would have been 31. But you want to wait till it go down. Let's just say 3 years, it go down. It's 4%. You got the interest rate that you wanted. The only thing is the price doesn't stay the same. That 400,000 doesn't stay the same. You're actually paying 88,000 more. And guys, I'm being generous on that 88,000. Remember we did that valuation of 108,000? And if a person wants to add on 5 or 10% onto that home value, you're looking at paying anywhere from 520 in 3 years. And the monthly payment is only 3,000, guys. Now, this is where some people are not educating you guys. You're waiting for a particular number to go down, but at the same time, the home value is going to go up. That's not staying the same, guys. And let me show you something that I'm trying to educate the person that is making minimum wage, that can't save money, right? Now, look, let's split you into 2 categories. You wait 3 years, and another one if you bought today, right? So look, a home, 400, look, if you had bought the house today in 3 years past, you would have made $88,000. Yes. With the high interest rates that's going on today, and let's just say you split yourself into 2. You bought today, then you're going to sell to someone else, but I'm going to use you as the someone else, right? Now, you say, I'm going to wait 3 years. Interest rate is 4%. Yes, buy now. You're buying that same house for 88,000 more, guys. So split yourself in 2. Do you want to be the person that makes 88,000, or do you want to be the person waiting for interest rate, but then you're buying the house more of a value for 88,000, guys? That's what I'm here to educate you guys on. A lot of you guys are listening to the internet and they're saying, wait, but look at the disadvantage, guys. You're losing out on 88,000. So guys, I'm not going to keep this video long, but I just wanted to do a part 2 to it, guys. Guys, don't wait. If you can, go to my private platform. I'll tell you what documents, what things you need to do, the different benefits of renting now. I mean, of home ownership now, guys. So looking forward to working with you guys, and stay safe.